it's read the value from a workspace, and T2 commits before T1, and T2 is committing before T1 actually commit. T1 fails later and roll back. If T1 fails, it's able to roll back, but T2 we cannot roll back it because it is committed. The value that T2 read is now stands to be incorrect, because what we have seen here, what's the value read from transaction T1, it's incorrect, because what it should be read, it should be read thousands, but now it's reading 1500. It's incorrect, reading the incorrect values. And the last point is T2 cannot recover since it has already committed. As we have seen, T2 transaction T2 we cannot recover it. So this is the meaning of non-recoverable or irrecoverable schedule. Let's see again what is the definition of this schedule is. The schedule will be irrecoverable if T2 reads the updated value, means Tj is the means here in our example transaction T2, Tj reads the updated value of Ti and Tj committed before Ti commits. This is the meaning of irrecoverable schedule. So what is the meaning of recoverable schedule? Let's see. Just opposite of this, a schedule will be recoverable if the schedule will be recoverable with rollback if Tj reads the updated value of Ti, commits of Tj is delayed till commit of Ti. Before we commit Tj, wait till Ti commits, means first Tj should be commit. So what is the meaning of this definition? Let's see in some other words. If in a schedule a transaction perform a dirty read operation from an uncommitted transaction, here we are reading dirty read from an uncommitted transaction, and the second point is, and its commit operation is delayed till the uncommitted transaction either commits or rollback. The schedule is known as recoverable schedule. Again, let's see the same example. What is the meaning of recoverable schedule by this definition? Transaction T1 and transaction T2. Transaction T1 is a fund transfer from one account to another account, and T2 is an interest payment transaction. T1 read value of A, what is the current value of this account A, and 8,500 rupees in that account. Suppose the same example, read 1000, current value is 1000, initial value is 1000, adding 1,500 rupees. So now it will write 1,500 rupees. Then the new value from the workspace read by transaction T2. It will read A as 1,500, pay the interest on this 1,500, it will be 1,575, and write this into its workspace only. A is not committing, means not writing back into the disk. Then transaction T2, it's B. Transaction T1 read the value of B, add modification. What is the value of B? Suppose B value is 2,000 initial value, and subtracting 500, it will be 1,500, and write back and commit. Now its transaction T1 is commit, means what's the values modified by this transaction will be write back into the disk. Then transaction T2 will commit, means we have transaction 2 wait till transaction T1 commit. So we can able to roll back this transaction. Suppose here a system failure occur, so we can roll back transaction T1. Yes, here we can able to roll back this transaction T1, and also we are able to roll back transaction T2, means we can able to recover this transaction T2 as well with transaction T1. So this transaction is called a recoverable schedule. We are able to recover what is the initial value, or what change we have made by this transaction can be nullified. So what we have done here, just wait to transaction T1 commit first, then transaction T2. So as we recall the same analogy, what we have seen in the recovery schedule is, suppose T1 and T2 is 2%, and T1 is open a pack and add some modification in that eatable thing and offer to you, and you add something and just wait to transaction T1 to eat first. If it's ate poison, then you can wait if it is eating or not. If it is eating, then you can eat, so you can recover. Suppose it's modifying and after it's not denied to it, so you can also deny to it, means you can also able to roll back. So this is the meaning of recoverable schedule. So here let's see what is the key points here. The commit operation of transaction that perform dirty read is delayed. Now here T2 is reading dirty read, so what the transaction is reading dirty read, it should be delayed. The commit operation of the transaction that perform dirty read is delayed. Now we are delayed this transaction T2 to commit. This ensure that still has a chance to recover if the uncommitted transaction fails later. Here it's allow us to, we can recover if this transaction T1 is failed due to some reason, we can also recover our transaction T2. So this is the ultimately meaning of recoverable schedule. Thank you. That's it from this recoverable schedule.